Good afternoon. We have already done the transformation of angles in trigonometry along x-axis and along y-axis. We discussed a lot of problems on that. Now, today I'm going to finalize it with some more practice sums. Like we told you, and we'll discuss it along when I'm doing the questions, that what are we going to do. For example, the first question which I have taken is sine pi by 2 plus theta. Now when we are talking of pi by 2 plus theta, that means it is going to come along. Let me mark it here, the axis for your benefit. This is line 1, this is line 2, this is line 3, this is line 4. This is x, x dash, y, y dash, o. So when I'm talking of sine pi by 2 plus theta, that means this angle is going to fall into the third quadrant. This angle is going to fall into the third quadrant. Is going to fall into the third quadrant. And this transformation is taking along the vertical line, pi by 2. And pi by 2 is obviously going to come along axis on the line 2. So whenever there is a pi by 2, if it is an odd multiple of pi by 2, it is going to come along, fall along either line 2 or line 4. 2 or line 4. This pi by 2 is falling along line 2, and when I add to it, this will fall into the second quadrant. And in the second quadrant, first of all, because we are talking of pi by 2 plus, so sine will change into cos. I am writing it in a different color. Sine has changed into cos theta. Another thing is that the sine, what will come, SIGN, what sine, whether it will be negative cos theta or positive sine theta, will depend upon that what is here. Here it is sine. On the left hand side of the equation is sine, and sine is positive in the second quadrant. Add sugar, add sugar to coffee. In the first quadrant, all ratios are positive. In the second quadrant, only sine and cosec, sine theta and cosec theta are positive. In the third quadrant, tan theta and cot theta are positive and the rest are negative. And in the fourth quadrant, only cos theta and sec theta are positive, the rest are negative. So, in the first case, sine pi by 2 plus theta will be equal to cos theta, because pi by 2 plus something, odd multiple of pi by 2 plus or minus will change into sine into cos, cos into sine, cosec into sec, sec into cosec, tan into cot, and cot into tan. Like it is again tan pi by 2 plus theta, it is going to fall in the second quadrant, and in the second quadrant tan is negative. Tan is negative, so it will change to minus cot theta. It is minus cot theta. Please remember. Please remember this thing. What are we saying? For this above case, in second quad, because of sine, because of sine on left, sine on left, the final Sine SIGN will be positive. Hence, answer is cos theta. Answer is cos theta, which I have written there. I'm not going to write it time and again. I'm just in 1, 2, I'll write. Uh, Again, the second one is falling in the second quadrant, and 10 is negative in second quadrant, and 10 will change to minus cot theta. So again, pi by 2 plus theta will fall into second quadrant. 3 pi by 2 minus theta. Now we told you that how do we determine whether the uh, multiple of pi by 2 will fall along line 2 or line 4. We told you divide the coefficient of pi by 2 by 4 and see what is the remainder. In the case of pi by 2, it is very clear. One is the coefficient with pi by 2. If I divide 1 by 4, obviously coefficient is remainder is 1. In case of 3 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, if I divide 3 by 4, obviously again the remainder is 3 because 4 will not go into 3, so remainder will remain 3 only. So this 3 pi by 2 is falling along, 3 pi by 2 will fall along fourth line, plus theta. No, it is minus theta. It is minus theta. So it will come into third quadrant. It will come into third quadrant. First of all, cos will change into sine. That is for sure. Cos will change into sine because it is pi by 2. And in the third quadrant, only 10 and cot are positive. The rest are negative. So minus sine theta. 3 pi by 2 minus theta will fall in third quad. Cos will change to sine to negative sine. Cos will change to negative sine. Only tan theta and cot theta are are positive in third quad. In third quad. In third quad, they are only positive. Now let us see the next question. I have taken a little bigger number just for you won't be getting across such big number. I have taken much huger number further, but just to for the explanation sake. For example, cos 419 pi by 2 plus theta. Just multiply the last two digits. Divide the last two digits by 4 and you will be able to get the answer. Last two digits are 19. If I divide it by 4, 4 4s are 16, 3 will be remainder. So if you divide 419 by 4, 3 will be remainder. That means it is coming along the line, fourth line or OY dash, along the OY dash. So this will fall into what quadrant? It will fall into fourth quadrant. 419 pi by 2 plus theta will fall in fourth quadrant. 419 pi by 2 will fall along OY dash fourth line. And in the fourth quadrant only cos and sec are positive. So obviously it is cos, so it will be positive. But cos will change into what? Cos will change into sine because it is pi by 2 sine theta. But it will remain plus because the sign of the answer is decided by the ratio on the left hand side. Like it is cos here, and cos is positive. Cos and sec are are positive in fourth quad. That is why the answer is coming what? Plus sine theta. Now 41393. 41393 plus pi by 2 plus theta. Now, first of all, we have to decide that where it is going to fall. 93, 93 divided by 4, 4 twos are 8 and 4 threes are 12. So it will give you remainder 1. It will give you remainder 1. Last two digits you have to divide. Take the last two digits of the number and divide by 4. And when I divide 93 by 4, I get the remainder. What remainder do I get? I get the remainder 1. That means if I get the remainder 1, the 41393 pi by 2 will fall along sorry fall along OY second line in the figure which I have made in the beginning, second equation. So plus theta, it will come into what? It will come into second chord, and in second chord sine is positive, so sine will convert into cos theta, but it will remain plus. Are you understanding? Sine will convert into cos, and cos will be plus because sine is plus in the second quadrant. Sine and cosec are plus. Add sugar to coffee. Add sugar to coffee. So this is a very simple way of determining determining number one, where in which quadrant the thing will fall, because pi by 2 plus theta minus theta, pi by 2 means it will be along OY or OY dash vertical line. And if the transformation is taking place along the vertical line, if the transformation is taking place along the vertical line, then what happens is that sine will change into cos, cos will change into sine, sec will change into cosec, cosec will change into sec, tan will change into cot, and cot will change into tan. Now let us see the next example. It is even bigger. 5123495. Divide 95 by last two digits. Divide 95 by 4. 4 twos are 8 and 4 threes are 12. 4 threes are 12. 3 is the remainder. 3 is the remainder. You'll see 3 is the remainder. When 3 is the remainder, that means the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 5 pi by 2 will fall along OY dash, fourth line. This is very important. Then only you can determine the quadrant. And if it is falling along the fourth line and minus, that means it will go into third quadrant. It will go into third quadrant. And because it is multiple of pi by 2, if it is multiple of pi by 2, so sine will change into cos and it will change into minus. Because in the third quadrant only 10 and cot are positive. Only 10 and cot are positive. Add sugar to coffee. 10 and cot are positive, the rest are negative. So that is why when we will transfer it, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 5, pi by 2, that will fall along that angle will, because it is how simple it is. You see, to determine that where is this number going to fall along. Is it going to fall along OY or OY dash? If it is an odd multiple of pi by 2, it is an odd multiple of pi by 2. In third quadrant, again I am writing, in third quadrant, tan theta and cot theta are positive. Only these are positive. If in blue it would have been written tan theta or cot theta, we would have reversed it. Tan theta would have reversed as plus cot theta, and cot theta would reverse as plus tan theta. But the remaining ratios will change into negative sign because those were positive only. Now let us see. Now comes the question of minus negative number. When it comes to question of negative number, we told you in the beginning that keep it in mind that forget about the negative number. Forget about the negative number. Now 1413 when divided by 4, 13 last two digits 13 will be divided by 4, 4 3s are 12, 1 will be the remainder. So if it was a plus sign, it would have fallen along, it would have gone along where? Along line 2. Why? If it was plus 1413 divided by 4 will give remainder 1. Remainder 1. Remainder 1. In normal circumstances, if it was a plus sign, it would fallen along line 2. But because negative is there, the sign will reverse. It will fall along as it is minus 1413. So it will fall along, it will fall along OY dash. Roles will reverse. Fourth line. Fourth line. If plus sign is there, remainder 1 is there, it will be up. If negative sign is there and remainder is 1, it will come down. Just the reverse. So minus theta. Now it is falling along where? Third line, fourth line, along the fourth line, and minus theta means again it is going to go to the third quadrant. Third quadrant. Minus 1413 pi by 2 minus theta will go to third quadrant. Will go to third quadrant. If it goes to the third quadrant, then in third quadrant tan theta is positive. So tan theta will change to cot theta. Tan theta will change to cot theta. Is that clear? And now the next number is simply a smaller number. It's a positive number. 41, 4 tens are 41 will be the remainder. So it will fall along line OY. 41 by pi by 2 will fall along OY line 2. Yes, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. So along line 2, it is going to fall along line 2 along line 2, 41 pi by 2 along line 2 plus theta. So it'll plus theta will fall in second quadrant, and in second quadrant only sine and cosec are positive, cot will be negative, so it will be minus 10 theta. Cot will change into minus 10. Till now I am discussing all pi by 2. The transformation is taking place. The transformation is taking place the transformation is taking place along the y-axis. Either y-axis means either it will fall into the first, second, third, fourth, depending upon whether plus theta, minus theta, or whatever it is. So this 41 pi by 2 plus theta falls along first line, second line, and plus theta means it will come into second quadrant, and in second quadrant only sine and cosec are positive, and it is cot, so it is negative. Let me do one more because I don't want to go beyond certain time. Now let us see 8197234563. Hell of a big number it is. You may not come across actually. You may not have to deal with it, but just for practice I have taken the number 63. Divide 63 by 4. 4 1 the 4 and 23. 4 5 the 20. 15 4 is the 60 directly, and 3 is the remainder. So it will fall along 8197234563 pi by 2 will fall along OY dash, fourth line, and plus theta. Plus theta means it will go beyond that. It means it will go into the fourth quadrant. It will go into the fourth quadrant, and in the fourth quadrant only cos and sec are positive. Sine will change into cos theta, and it will be minus cos theta, because the sign will change to cos, but the sign is negative, and the sign negative and positive is always decided by the ratio which is on the left side of the equation. Left side of the equation in all questions I have written with what? I have written with blue. I have written with blue. All the answers are written on the right. So whatever the answers are, the signs with the answers, signs with the red, depend upon the trigonometric ratio which is on the left. Like sine, we are saying it is going to fall in the fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, only cos and sec are positive, not the answers. Here, where are we starting with sine? Sine will be negative. Sine will be negative. Now I have crossed the time limit. I'll stop it here, and I will do another video just now after this.